This video is for you if you want to learn how to code as quickly as possible and to land with an offer. I spent a lot of time learning using different courses to improve my coding skills, and it actually did not help because of various reasons which I'm going to discuss as part of this video. What I learned working for a big tech companies for 10 years is that you don't even need a computer science degree to become a software engineer. All that you need is the right set of skills and commitment to become a software engineer. I will discuss knowing what I know today, what would I do differently if I could go back in time, and how would I manage or optimize my path to become a software engineer. Just for the context, I am Ravi, a software engineer, and have worked for these companies so far. I watched a lot of videos and read a lot of blogs about the current market trends and tried my best to gather this information. You will save a lot of time in your career path if you follow me till the end of this video. Without any ado, let's get into details. There are 5 steps in order to learn coding as quickly as possible and actually to get a job offer. The first step is to pick the right language. One of the top reasons why people give up coding early is not because they can't do it, but because they started with the wrong language. As a beginner, you should be able to understand a language very easily, as if you are reading like in a plain simple text. I would suggest starting with Python, as it's simple to understand and the lines of code to solve the problems are way less compared to other programming languages. I started my coding journey with Java, and if I recall the countless hours finding its right syntax, I would never choose it as my first language. For example, this is the syntax of Hello World program in Java, and this is the syntax for Hello World program in Python. It's that simple. Moreover, Python is used in a lot of various domains such as web applications, data science applications, machine learning, cloud computing, and many others. So you will have a good opportunity to switch your career if you don't like a particular domain. I'm not suggesting this is the only language that you will ever need, but mastering this language will make learning other languages very easy in the future. Next step is to learn the language you selected. Now, this is where majority of the beginners will make the mistake by jumping into watching lot of YouTube videos or selecting lengthy courses from websites like Udemy or Coursera. As a beginner, you should always focus on the language fundamentals, and you need to get to learn the basics first. The best way to learn how to code is to code itself and not by watching others to code. For Python, I would suggest go to this website called learnpython.org and focus on learning the basics and don't worry about other things like advanced concepts. That's because if you learn advanced concepts even now, like right now, there is a high chance that you will forget them in the long run. You can always come back and learn advanced concepts when the time is right. If you look at these lessons, each of them explains the basic concepts and asks you to apply the same. Feel free to play with these lessons you learned and apply the concept to solve some other problems. Now that you have learned all the basics of a language, you should start working on projects to build your portfolio. Most of the big companies started very small. For example, Jeff Bezos started Amazon.com in a small garage and grew this company to a multi-billion-dollar company. Similarly, Mark Zuckerberg began Facebook in his college dormitory at Harvard University. There are so many inspiring stories if we dig deeper how a big tech company started. Now, as a beginner, starting a project on your own is very hard. So we should definitely take some help from experts and use that guidance to build our own projects. I would go to YouTube and search for Python beginner projects and select any one of them. It's okay to take as much time as you want to fully understand what you're doing. However, make sure you write the code and finish the project end to end rather than just watching others do it. Once you finish the project, make sure you start a new project of your own, something like a web crawler or a calendar or something else which you are interested in. By starting your own project, you will face errors while adding features or while setting up your environment or the project. This is where you will understand how to debug and resolve errors on your own. And this is what a typical software engineer does in his day-to-day job. I built Visual Recommender and a secure banking system website after learning my first language. So this boosted my confidence and also improved my skill set. After building the projects, don't forget to upload them to GitHub and add links in your resume. Now that you have a good portfolio with all the projects listed in your resume, do you think the next step is to apply for jobs? Absolutely no. This is another mistake that beginners make. Even though you have a strong resume with a good portfolio, it is not enough to get selected for software engineering jobs. You definitely need to prepare for interviews. As part of interview process, companies ask a specific type of coding questions. If you don't prepare for interviews, you won't get selected. There are 2 steps in cracking the interviews from a big tech companies. First one is to be thorough with data structures and algorithms. There are a lot of good courses that are available for free to learn DSA. For example, Google launched this 4 weeks DSA course in Python, which covers all that you need. Make sure you finish this course by taking small steps regularly and don't skip the assignments. If you do this right, you will be far better than the ones who actually graduated from top universities. Now that you know the basics of data structures and algorithms, the next step is to practice the most commonly asked coding questions by tech companies. Check out this video for the detailed guide on interview preparation. In summary, make sure to use LeetCode extensively and solve the top 150 LeetCode medium-based complexity questions for entry-level jobs. You might ask me why LeetCode and not something else. So I also made an exclusive video on this. Please check out this video to get all the answers about why LeetCode. As I already said, the best way to learn coding is by practicing consistency. This is the main reason that separates the top 1% who gets chosen by the best companies from everyone else. Once you gain confidence by solving LeetCode questions, you should start applying for jobs. There are 2 important things that you need to make a note of in this step. First one is to don't lose hope. Getting an interview call itself is a big deal. So the application to call ratio is typically 100:1, meaning you can expect 1 call for every 100 applications as an entry level. Make sure you follow these steps to stand out from the crowd. Check out the last 24 hours job postings on LinkedIn and apply using the quick apply feature. Reach out to university recruiters for the same company and send a personalized message. Visit the company's career website and apply directly. Get a referral by getting in touch with your seniors. If you follow these 4 steps, you will be highly likely to get a call when compared to others. Second one is don't take it too personally if you get rejected, and also don't quit early. Try to retrospect your interview and see what must have gone wrong. For example, did you show interest to work for this company? Did you write optimized code? Did you jump into coding without asking the right questions? Did you talk about unit tests? Did you discuss about time and space complexity? If you think you did all this right, it might be a pure bad luck and there might be a better candidate with the right experience if you don't get selected. And now try to detach the outcome of interviews, and one day your hard work will definitely pay it off. If you don't trust me, look at my journey. All the very best.
ਤਾੜੀ ਮਾਰ ਹੱਸਦੇ ਜੋ ਚੱਲੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਜੋ ਗੁੱਡੀ ਚੜੀ ਮਗਰੋਂ ਇਹ ਆਪੇ ਪੈਰੀ ਪੈਣਗੇ ਖਿੱਚੀ ਚੱਲ ਕੰਮ ਕੋਈ ਸਕਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਥੰਮ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਬੱਲੇ ਸ਼ੇਰਾ ਆਪੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਲੋਕ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਹਾਸਲ ਮੁਕਾਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਮਿਹਨਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹਰ ਬੰਦਾ ਆਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਦੁਨੀਆਦਾਰੀ ਚੋਂ ਜੋ ਤਰਾਸ਼ ਬਣਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੇ ਰੱਖ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਬਣਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਆਮ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਵੀ ਨੇ ਖਾਸ ਬਣਦੇ ਆਮ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਵੀ ਨੇ ਖਾਸ ਬਣਦੇ ਹੋ ਆਮ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਵੀ ਨੇ ਮਨ ਸੱਚਾ ਸੋਚ ਉੱਚੀ ਮਿਹਨਤੀ ਵੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਫਟਾਫਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਫਾਇਦੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਕੱਢ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੱਲ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਸੱਚ ਦੇ ਤੇ ਭੀੜ ਸਦਾ ਘੱਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਹੋ ਅੱਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕੱਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਸਬਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਹੱਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ